Welcome to the session, and today we have Ashish and Saurabh only. So in this session we will be doing a bit more work on the multi-row card. In the last session we did just one multi-row card on which we had created and shown that which players are maximum 6 hitters. So we got Chris Gayle 245, Rohit Sharma 170, Raina 157, Virat Kohli 151. So today we will be finding who are the highest 4 scorers. Okay, so
इसको क्या बोलते हैं? What did you call it?
Multi-row card.
Multi-row card. अच्छा, okay.
So we have one single card here, right? Total matches, total runs. This is single row card. Only one visual or one value will be displayed. In this, multiple value and multiple values and names can be displayed.
Okay.
So I will just make a copy of this.
So, sir, I am sure you have used you must have used DAX.
Yes.
Making multi row card.
So we to find the data we have used the multi-row card. So today also I will be creating a similar kind of you can say DAX to find. I think we have ample space where we can add some more names. So let's make it 5. There are 4. Let's make it 5. There is. We will do later on. Let's first focus on the topic, which is force. Okay. So for this, we just need to do the same stuff. Okay. Just click on the. Oh, sorry. In new measure. Let it appear. Again, it's taking a lot of time. So in this DAX, we will be using calculate DAX. In that, we will be counting the number of fours from the column batsman run. Okay, and after that, we will be. Oh, sorry, it has inserted a new column. We don't need a column. Sorry. We need a measure. So in that calculation, we will be, as I said, we will be using calculate DAX. Inside that, we will be using count. Count will be counting the number of fours. Let me just show you from which column it will be. If you go to here, deliveries. So we have total runs here, right? Sorry, batsman run here. The batsman has scored. And if we filter this and see, there are 4 and 5. 4 and 5. 4 and 5. So these are the 4 runs scored by the batsman. So which batsman has scored highest fours? We are going to find that. Okay, from this column. So it is very simple, basic stuff. And let me just come to the report section and click on the here and new measure. Yeah, new measure. So M max force. Sorry, 5 6. Force equal to calculate again. Okay, now again count. In count, we are dealing in table deliveries, and the column should be batsman run. Okay, just close the parenthesis. filter, comma. Then in the filter we will be using, as per the filter, the first parameter is to supply the table, so it's deliveries, okay, then comma, and then the next parameter, second parameter for filter is filter expression, so for which we want to have the filter, what is our condition, what is our logic. Okay, so we will be using here, we have two conditions here. One is equals to 4, how many 4s, and there might be 5 as well. For example, on no ball the batsman has hit a 4, so that one also we are taking into consideration. So we'll be, there are two conditions, so we'll be using or. Okay, in the or, what will you do, in or what, deliveries, same deliveries, batsman run, okay, equals to 4, comma, then again deliveries, batsman run equals to 5. Fine, and now just close the parenthesis. It's 2, now 3, now 4. So this is what the outcome of this will be, our number of 4s hit by each player. Okay, you can see here. So just recalling the DAX, what we use, we have used calculate. Okay, so basically calculate has two main parts. First part is basically it has basically two parameters. The first parameter is the expression. Okay, in expression what it will be doing, it will be, in expression you will be using any calculation like some count, anything, count, average, anything. Okay, we should basically have another DAX. Okay, and then the second part is your filter part. In the filter part you can apply your any filter. Previously you have seen we have used use relationship as a filter also. Here we are using a proper filter, and then inside the filter we are using or function to get the both options for us. Okay, so let's hit enter and we should have the calculation. Let me just bring this up so that we can view many options. And let's remove the, we also had applied a filter, so just remove this filter. Okay, and in this, and drag and drop 4 here. Okay, so we can see all, it's currently alphabetically arranged as per the batsman name. Okay, so these are the list of all the batsmen who have scored at least 1 4 in their career, in the IPL career. Okay, so now what we want, let me just change the header. Title, it should be 6 4. Okay. 4. Okay, in this we are going to have this in descending order. We already have, it should be 4s. Okay, sorry, sending. So we have here Gautam Gambhir is the highest 4 hitter, it is 447, and then is Shikhar Dhawan 430, then Virat Kohli, Raina, Rohit Sharma, Warner, Sehwag, Chris Gayle. Okay, so now we want only top, let's take top 5 here, 1 2 3 4, let's take top, we want only 5 players here, we don't want all of them. So what we can do now, here we can use this filter function. This filter, you just go here, you can go on the batsman, we want top 5 batsmen, so just click here. There is functionality called top n. If you click on this, you will get 3 options. Top n means top 5 4 6 7, which, how many top players you want. This will give you that functionality. In basic, you will just get the less. In basic, you will be getting the options that you can select as many players as you want, and then in the advanced you will get the functionality that less than, more than, greater than, equals to. Okay, we have already seen that. So we want top n. Okay, we want top 5, so we'll just, it's just top. In this also you can select bottom as well, so we want top, so that's top 5, and we want this here. Drag and drop 4, apply. We'll have the 5 players. Okay, so now what we can do, we can just drag and keep here. For this also, let's edit it and make it let's make it top 4, because it's, if we add top 5 in all of them, then it will not, it will be look very clumsy kind of. So let's make it 4 so that we have a space and all the things, and it's look better. Let's drag it down a bit. $370, 75. It should be 85. Yeah, it's looking better now. If you align one visual, then other visuals will automatically get set up as per the visuals. Okay, so here we have, so this is our top 4 hitters in the IPL from 2008 till 2018. Okay, so now we will be having similarly any question and query on this multi-row card when we calculated top 4.
No questions.
No,
No
sir.
questions.
No, sir, not from my end.
Okay. So just in who has scored highest number of 2s and 3s, and who has taken, let's keep this 2. I also wanted to add 2 more here, but that will be just a repetition, so let's keep till 6 and 4. So I wanted to add the players who have scored highest single, the players who have taken highest number of 2 and 3s. So let's not add that, and let's move to another important topic, that is batting average. Okay, so batting average, in this also it will be similar to the other ones which we have done, but it will be a bit complex, slightly complex. We will be using the, you can say, variable in this for calculation. Deliveries, new measure.
सर ये मल्टी रो कार्ड का जो लेआउट है ये ऐसे ही हो सकता है, मतलब वर्टिकली हो सकता है. इट वोंट बी पॉसिबल एज टू पुट इट
Horizontal.
हॉरिजॉन्टल डायरेक्शन.
I haven't tried it, but let's check. There can be possibility.
What was the question? Please come again, Ashish.
I said the layout of this multi-row card could it be possible as in put it in horizontal direction
Okay. Got it.
instead of putting it in vertical.
Mhm.
I haven't tried it. You can have the option. If it's, then it must be in general. Category. Card title, this, in calip, underline, card. outline now. Show bars. Just that. Title, background. No, there is no such functionality. Okay. There is no such functionality. Shadow, outside print bottom, no. Visual header, background.
So एक बार आपने you have shown once x y axis and x axis kind of
Yes.
functions.
In this, oh yeah, for just to arrange them. For example, if I want, if I don't want to drag and make the alignment, then you can just go to the general. Here you can see x-axis, y-axis. Okay, so this is the position of this x-axis. You know, this is the x-axis, and this is the top to bottom is the y-axis. So if which position you want, so x-axis will be from this here, from the extreme left till here.
Right.
Okay,
right.
if I make it 50, then it will go there. That's it. It's here currently. You can see this is a position from this position to this, from the starting of.
So this is about the position of the page, right?
No, position of the visual in the page.
Yeah, visual in the page. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
So x-axis, you know where you want to align. So I just wanted to reduce the gap between this end of the page and the slicer. So I just used this number because it's difficult to drag and make
Okay.
alignment. Y-axis is similarly
extreme right.
Yeah.
Extreme
Y-axis also is similarly how you want to arrange from top to bottom in which. So if I just make it 80, then you can see it will just go up. So I want 380. So you cannot, it's very difficult to remember the position. So you can just drag it there. And just then to fine tune it, you can use this X and Y.
So if you drag like Virat, if you just drag it to the left, like we shape it, na?
Yes.
If you drag it
if I
from
drag
the right.
Yes. If
No,
I drag
this is like you're dragging the whole thing.
Yes.
I'm telling just the right side, the left bar of it. Just drag it towards left.
This
more.
one.
Yeah, this.
Yeah, I will come to that. So currently this is X and Y, and if you want to increase the height, this is the height, and this is the width. We all know that.
Yeah.
So this is the.
What if we? Okay.
So
no, I'm saying if. Sorry.
Please go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, if you increase the length, like
Yes.
to the extreme right, and if you decrease the height, would it align in a vertical way? Like
yes.
sometime it happens.
Look. If I decrease the height, then you can see y-axis.
Okay. It's going.
Just
Okay,
see on the y
going
position.
away.
Yeah, you can see.
Okay, so that's fine. Yeah. Okay.
This is.
Yeah. That's not fine.
So just align it here. Perfect. So you can just position it here, height, width, just to fine tune. Okay. So to our next let's make it this one bit height 395 by 300. Yeah, less gap, it's better. So now
सर एक क्वेरी DAX से रिलेटेड थी मेरी, जो आपने DAX यूज किया था.
Yes.
तो उस DAX में you have used calculate function, right?
Yes.
So wherever we need to count numbers or wherever we need to sum up, we always we need to use calculate function. Right?
No. Look, calculate.
Or is there any other
in
function
Excel
also that we can use?
In Excel, you must have used average ifs, count ifs.
हाँ, जैसे वहाँ पे क्या? Right. वहाँ पे VLOOKUP से भी you can get the same result, and sum if से भी you can get the same result. तो यहाँ भी वैसा कुछ ऑप्शन हो सकता है क्या?
हाँ, yeah, there are options. For calculate is similar to the mixture of sum if, count if, average if. Okay, it's been designed such that it will cover everything. So wherever there is a count, sum, average, as per the condition given, then you should use calculate. Okay, so if I say you count this much on the basis of these three parameters, on these three conditions, then you will use the calculate. In this, we have counted the number of fours batsmen who have hit number of fours. So there are conditions, logic to it. So we have used calculate.
मतलब जहां पर भी wherever we find arithmetic logic like numerics.
Yes.
So वहां पे we should use calculate function.
Yes.
ठीक है.
It's similar to sum ifs, average ifs, where we just put the sum range, then we add the criteria and criteria range.
Right.
So now moving to the next one, we'll be creating a new measure to find the batting average. Okay. Okay, so for this we will be creating a DAX, you can say measure highest batting equals to. So to insert a line, you need to click Alt, Enter. Alt should be on the left hand side. Alt. Okay. Now first variable.
सर ये आप वेरिएबल डिफाइन कर रहे हो ना सर, जैसे
Yes.
लाइक एच हाईएस्ट बैटिंग एवरेज इक्वल टू दिस
Yes.
variable that you defining.
Yeah, this is my this is the name of the sorry, this should be m. Sorry, this is the name of the
variable's name. Okay.
Sorry, this is the name of the measure. Okay, this is the name of the measure. Okay. Now I'm defining the variable. Variable is just a word, you can say in layman term. It's a word which will hold your value of the calculation. Whatever calculation will be there, that calculation outcome will be stored in this number, in this word, you can say.
Word.
So I want to have total runs. Okay, so now this is my variable. Whatever outcome now from this calculation will be, it will be stored in the total number variable. Variable is something, when we declare a variable, a specified amount of storage memory is reserved for this word total run. Okay, in that memory, the outcome of this calculation will be stored. Calculate will be using, then sum deliveries, and same batsman run, because we are going to have the average from batsman only. So this is sum we'll be doing. Okay, comma. Now one important logic about batsman run, and only those batsmen run we want who have at least scored 2000 runs. Okay, because there might be a player who has just played one match, might have played 3-4 balls and have scored at 1570 runs. So his average will be something beyond. Okay, so here what we will do, we will be applying filter on deliveries. Then again in this filter we will be using sum. Okay, sum deliveries, batsman run. Okay, just it will sum. Okay, now it should be greater than 2000, and just close the parentheses, and now hit Alt, Enter. So far, is it good, this one?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in this, there is another way to use the filter. I believe this is the fourth scenario where there are different type of filter has been used, right? One, if you remember, we had used for relationship. The previous one where we used or within the filter. Then now we are using a calculation within the filter. Okay, so this is another type of scenario. So again, now if you are aware about the cricket batting average, how it's calculated, so it's calculated by the number of times the batsmen have got dismissed, okay, divided by total number of runs here scored. Total number of runs scored by the number of times the batsman has got dismissed. If you
Okay. Right.
yes, if you Google it, or if you know, if a batsman is not out in a particular innings, then that innings will not be counted, but the runs will be counted. Okay, for example, if I am playing I have played 5 matches, and in that 2 matches I have I batted and I didn't get out. So my total runs will be counted from all the 5 innings, but while finding the average, only 3 innings will be taken in consideration, because the 2 innings out because the 2 innings in the remaining 2 innings I didn't get out. Similarly,
So basically, this is an ICC standard
yes,
we are following, basically, right?
yes, I see. That's why Mahendra Singh Dhoni average is in 50s.
Okay, that's because he's not been dismissed a lot of times in a lot of games.
Yes. If you see
Okay,
his
makes sense.
international career,
Yeah.
he is not out maximum time. So that's why his average is high. Once in 2006 or 2016 or 15, Cali's average was more than 100. Because yes,
batting average.
Yes, because he didn't get out in most of the matches.
Oh.
He used to play 20 overs and he didn't he used to not get dismissed. So his average was more than 100.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah, but by the end of the tournament he got 2-3 times out, so it was something 70-80 average was there, something.
Okay.
So let's now
but
find.
Don Bradman had
Yes.
sorry, just a fact that Don Bradman had 100 average, or 99 or something average.
99.98.
98, yeah,
or 9 for something. It's 99, but something like that.
Yeah.
The reason behind that is he didn't get dismissed most of the time.
Yeah.
Because he has just played 24 or 25 innings, 24 or 25 test matches.
Test matches, yeah. ODI were not the thing back then.
So let's now find how many times the batsman got dismissed total. Now again calculate and count. Okay, count. So let's count. A should be there, because I will just showing you the column on which we are applying this count A. Why we are using count A? I will just, because it will be a string which we will be counting. So for counting string, count A is best. So this count A, deliveries, player dismissed. Okay, just counting player dismissed, then applying filter here in deliveries. As you know, we have to provide a table name which we are applying the filter, then deliveries and player dismissed is not equals to empty. Now I'll be showing you why I'm using this. Not equals to empty means nothing. How many times? Okay, and now let's enter and return, enter, then divide total runs, comma, total dismissals. Just close the parentheses, hit enter. Now I'll be showing this one, the total dismissals, how we counted it. Let's come to the data. And if we go to the extreme right in deliveries, if we go to the extreme right, we can see player dismissals is there, and name is also there, which player got dismissed. You can see the names. You can see these are the players who got dismissed, and there is also a dismissal kind, he bold, or they were bold, or they were caught out, or they're caught behind, all these stuffs. Okay, run out, retired, hurt. So now, so we are counting this only. Then there, how many players are there, which players got dismissed. Now coming to the report, let's make a, I think best will be the clustered column chart will be best, I believe. Let's remove this and make a copy of this one, so we don't have to format everything. We have a copy now. Come on, I'm going to drag it. Yeah, and then just let's click on this. Remove this all. We have the batsman name, and in values we want a highest batting average. Just drag and drop in the values. Now you can see we have the this. Let's arrange it in order, descending. Oh, not this one, sorry. Batsman highest average wise. Yeah, so the highest average is of Chris Gayle, who is currently standing at 39.44. Data level on. Let's keep this inside. Data level auto. No, it should be it should be auto. Inside and okay. So this is the batting average. So any question and query? Ashish, I believe you had one query on this.
Yes, I was just asking to can we change the orientation of this graph?
Yes, I believe we can use this one. This one, clustered bar chart. This one you want?
Like that.
You can use this. You can use this. So we have all.
Yeah, this is looking better.
It looks better.
Okay. Yeah, this, let's write it down. Yeah. Let's make it some modification in the this. The color should be it's data level. Title, highest batting average. We want it as only batting average. We want only batting average, and it should be font should be white, background should be this, middle element, and we have our, I believe 10 is the header. We had kept header as 10, right? The font should be Arial black. 10, yes. So
Sir, after formatting this, can we just go through the DAGs that you have created?
yeah, sure,
Just once again.
sure. And this, we don't need this legend also. It's not responding. Uh, we want the title. Okay. Underlining 9 is fine. The color is this. Title background. This we want only the batting average. Yes. So going to your query, Ashish, let's revisit the DAX which we have created. Okay, so average, highest batting average. So first of all, let me explain the concept on which it is built. The first of all, the batting average, how we calculate that. Okay, so batting average as per the ICC rules, International Cricket Council, batting average is total number of runs by the number of times player got dismissed.
Okay, understood.
So it's not the how many innings or how many times the player has batted, it's the total number of dismissals. Okay, it's other way
Okay.
around. Generally we tend to think that he has played 10 matches, so it should be total run by 10. This is not the case. The case is the total number of matches by total number of dismissals. Okay, so the first one, the first line, which is my name of the DAX, this is pretty clear. I've just given the name of this DAX. Then it's the first one is, the second line is the variable VAR. Okay. Then total runs. Total run is my variable. In this variable, what I'm doing, I'm calculating the total number of runs scored by the batsman. And in this, I'm only taking those batsmen in consideration who have at least scored at least 2000 runs.
Okay.
Okay, there might be many players. You can just make it 1500 as well if you want. Okay,
Okay.
that's totally fine. But just to show you a scenario that how we can use filter in another way as well, I've just used this filter in which I have done a sum of the total runs, and then I have added a condition here.
By using filter function.
Yeah, only choose those batsmen who have scored at least 15,000 runs. So what it will do, it will sum the batsman run, and then it will apply a filter of 15,000.
Understood.
Okay. Now coming to the third line, it is another variable. Okay, so we denote the variable by var and then the name of the variable. Here also same, we use the calculate function. In this we have done count a of all the players who got dismissed. Okay, I just showed you that column where the column player dismissed column in the data tab. In this, again you need to apply a filter. So first parameter is the name of the table, and then the second parameter is the player dismissed, which is not equals to empty. Means don't count those which are empty, only count those cells which have something in it. Okay,
right.
So player dismissed not equals to empty. There are empty cells as well. If you go in this, if you go in the data,
how many cells were empty in that data?
yes,
I have seen.
so I don't want to count those cells. Okay, I only want to count only those cells which have something in there, player names.
Player names, right?
So
this function will calculate the name of the players who have got dismissed.
Yeah, count of the players. Which player
number
which
of
player has dismissed how many times?
How many times? Okay.
Then there is the function called return. In return is basically used to have the outcome of this. Whenever you use the variables, then you have to use a return, where you can use the variable in another DAX to get your outcome. Okay, so then the last line is simple divide. I have used total runs by total dismissals just to get the average. Generally we do in our general mathematics. Okay,
total runs by total number of dismissals.
Yes, so this is pretty simple. So is there any other question in this?
So it will calculate for each of the player names which have come in that dismissal column, under the dismissal column.
Yes, it will calculate all those players who are above, who have scored at least 15,000 runs in this one. And sorry, I just dragged it. And in this second variable, it will calculate all those players who have got dismissed, the number of times they have got dismissed.
Okay.
So we have just, if you now see the number of players have just increased now. If when we did 20, we have then when we just decreased the filter value. Okay, so we can use this space more. Just show general x-axis, y-axis. It's left 9 ppt. Minimum category 25. Any other question, query in this?
No, sir.
I believe this is pretty clear.
Sir, एक general सा question था.
Yeah, please.
वो जो var फंक्शन जो हमने यूज किया है,
Yes.
where we should use var wherever we use multiple functions, right? Wherever we
Where-
need to write multiple functions.
Yes, when we look, we can do that particular one in a just single line. Okay, we can also do, but just to break it down and make it easy, long calculations, we can use var.
जहाँ पर 2-3 चीजें कैलकुलेट करनी होती है, then
हाँ,
उसके बाद
हाँ.
एक फाइनल आउटपुट आना होता है.
Yes, when we want a final output, and then let me just do this 45. This is now looking better. Okay, there was a lot of space which was missing. Okay, 45. If we do it 50, then no one is above 40. Okay, let's make it 45. That will be better. Yeah. So we look much. It's 9 perfect. 0. Here also it's text. Let's be 9. It should be Arial. So you can see the moment we decreased the batting filter to 15,000, you can see it has Dumini and Hasi. They are also in this list now. Earlier they were not there.
हाँ, वो 2000 से आपने 1500 कर दिया उसको. That is
हाँ.
why they also have come in this.
Yes, they also now qualified to enter this pool.
Right.
Pathik Patel.
सर इसका ascending descending order में कैसे, कहाँ से आपने किया था?
Yeah, you just go to the you just click on their visual and you can see 3 dots on the visual right top.
Okay,
If
yes.
you hover it, then it will show you more options. Just click there and it will show you export data. You can export this into Excel file. Okay. It will not export the visual, it will export the numbers. Okay,
source data. Okay.
Yeah, source data. So it will show you, if you export in Excel, then it will show you JP Dumini 42 like that. So as table, you can create as remove also. You can do this visual spotlight. So for sorting, just there is last option, sort axis. There are 2 parts. First one it will show you the columns which you have dragged in this visual. Okay. You can select any one of them, and then the next part is your ascending and descending. So currently I'm doing on batting average, and then you can select the short descending.
Okay.
So if we do it on batsman, then it will arrange it as per alphabetic, because it's an alphabet.
हाँ, वो alphabetic order में उसको arrange कर देते हैं.
Yeah, it will self study the data, that what kind of batsmen are. Batsmen column are string, integer, alphanumeric, what it is. Then it will accordingly it will give you the options.
Understood.
Now, so we have this. So let's keep this class till here. And really sorry about the inconvenience in the beginning of the session. My system was not working properly. It got crashed, so I had to restart once again.
No issue, sir. Sometimes it happens.
No issue. It happens.
Yeah. So thank you.
But great session. It was great session, and everything gone smoothly, and we have understood.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, same here.
See you on next class. Okay.